20 billion cyber attacks will happen globally today. This is 6 times the number of Google searches. We have lost $172 billion to hackers in 2017, and this is expected to reach $2 trillion in just 2 years. This problem exists because security analysts like Bob are using primitive tools. Every day, Bob receives a large number of alerts, many of which are false positives. They take him up to a week to detect attacks. His problem is getting worse with the rapid increase in internet-connected devices and the increasing complexity of data. There's an acute shortage of skilled analysts like Bob who are up against organized criminals who are getting stronger. Millions of security analysts are in desperate need for a better solution, which is why we created Bibu. Using proprietary AI algorithms, Bibu takes this pain away from analysts by revealing obscure attacks while lowering false positives without the need for human intervention. We tested our solution on real US Navy cybersecurity data and were able to pinpoint a rare attack of just 7 lines, something our competitors can. And analysts had to process 10 times less alerts over a span of just 3 weeks to reach this state. And our solution gets better with time. This frees analysts to focus on the alerts that matter most. So how does Bibu work? Instead of getting tons of noise, we intelligently identify a small number of alerts which maximizes learning. These alerts are then presented in a meaningful way for analysts to label. Analysts label alerts, which trains our model to identify rare attacks it hasn't seen yet. Our proprietary AI algorithm makes us the only one to pinpoint the rarest of attacks with minimum training data. These are attacks which cost firms billions, and existing solutions don't even come close. The industry is excited. Just a few weeks back, we were invited by Ernst & Young to demo in front of their clients. Now, clients wouldn't be talking with us if we revealed their sensitive information on stage. We have 3 large firms in the pipeline, and we're scheduled to land our first POC in the next 2 months. We're initially targeting the financial and telecommunications sectors in North America, which is a $15 billion market, and we need 5 firms to reach 1 million with a 2-year licensing agreement. And this is just the first step. In due time, we expect to dynamically defend our clients by aggressively anticipating attacks. And we have the expertise to pull it off. I've been a cybersecurity consultant for firms like IBM, Royal Bank of Canada, Cisco, the Government of Canada, and more. I was also lead developer of a cybersecurity tool called AppScan, which remains top 3 by Gartner today and is used by Fortune 500 firms. $25K would help us grow our team to execute on our first POC. And finally, as a reminder, we're getting increasingly outmaneuvered by an ever-growing enemy, and Bibu takes them head-on by pinpointing their attacks and lowering false positives. Thank you.